shattered trust. Liam had always considered himself a lucky guy. He had a steady job, a close-knit group of friends, and most importantly, a girlfriend named Sarah who lit up his world. They had been together for nearly 2 years, and their relationship felt like a fairy tale. They shared dreams, laughter, and countless memories, making plans for a future together. But lately, Liam sensed a change in Sarah. She seemed distant, her laughter less frequent, and her texts sometimes delayed. One evening, Liam invited Sarah over for dinner, wanting to reignite the spark between them. He prepared her favorite meal, pasta with homemade sauce, and set the table with candles and soft music playing in the background. When Sarah arrived, she seemed distracted, her mind elsewhere. Liam brushed it off, attributing it to a long day at work. As they sat down to eat, Liam tried to engage her in conversation, asking about her day and her recent project at work. Sarah offered vague responses, her eyes darting to her phone more than once. It was then that a sinking feeling began to creep into Liam's heart. "Is everything okay?" he finally asked, concern lacing his voice. "Yeah, of course," she replied, forcing a smile. "Just tired, I guess." After dinner, as they cuddled on the couch, Liam couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Sarah's phone buzzed repeatedly, and she quickly grabbed it, glancing at the screen before turning away. Liam's heart raced with unease. He brushed it off again, but doubt began to gnaw at him. A few days later, Liam decided to surprise Sarah with a visit to her workplace. He had arranged a small bouquet of flowers to brighten her day. When he arrived, he noticed her office was bustling with coworkers, but Sarah was nowhere to be found. Confused, he asked one of her colleagues, who smiled knowingly. "Oh, she's out for lunch. She should be back soon." Liam waited, feeling a mix of excitement and trepidation. But as time passed, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. When Sarah finally returned, she looked startled to see him. "Liam, what are you doing here?" "I just wanted to surprise you with some flowers," he said, handing her the bouquet. "Wow, thank you. That's so sweet," she replied, but her eyes darted to her phone again. As they chatted, Liam noticed a fleeting shadow in her expression. A hint of guilt, but he dismissed the thought, focusing instead on the joy of being with her. Later that week, Liam's gut feeling became unbearable. He found himself checking Sarah's social media, looking for clues. He noticed a few photos with a guy named Jake, someone he recognized from her circle of friends. They looked too close in the photos, and Liam's heart sank. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video, and for more interesting stories, subscribe this channel. Determined to get to the bottom of his suspicions, Liam decided to confront Sarah. He waited until a quiet evening when they were relaxing at home. He took a deep breath, trying to keep his tone steady. "Sarah, can we talk about something?" "Sure. What's on your mind?" she replied, her eyes avoiding his. "I've noticed you've been distant lately," Liam said, choosing his words carefully. "And I saw some photos of you with Jake. Is there something going on that I should know about?" A heavy silence fell between them. Sarah's expression shifted, and for a moment, Liam thought he saw the truth in her eyes. "Liam, it's not what you think." "Then what is it?" he interrupted, desperation creeping into his voice. "Jake is just a friend from work. We've been collaborating on a project, that's all," she insisted, her voice trembling slightly. "But you seem so close in those pictures," he pressed. "I just need to know the truth." Sarah sighed, her shoulders slumping as if the weight of the world rested upon them. "I didn't want to hurt you," she confessed, her voice barely a whisper. "I've been feeling confused about us. I never meant to cheat on you, but there's been something happening with Jake." Liam felt his heart shatter. The words hung in the air like a heavy fog, suffocating him. "What do you mean?" I kissed him. It was a mistake. I didn't know what I was doing," she admitted, tears streaming down her face. "But it meant nothing. I love you, Liam." "Do you?" he shot back, anger mixing with heartbreak. "How can I believe that now?" "I'm so sorry. I made a terrible mistake. I didn't want to hurt you. I didn't know how to tell you," she pleaded, her voice cracking. Liam stood up, feeling the walls closing in. "I need some space," he said, his voice shaking. He couldn't bear to look at her, the pain too raw. He walked out of the room, needing to escape the suffocating atmosphere that had once felt like home. Days turned into weeks, and the pain of betrayal consumed Liam. He avoided Sarah's calls and messages, feeling lost and heartbroken. His friends tried to support him, but the ache in his chest wouldn't fade. He spent countless nights tossing and turning, replaying memories of their laughter and love, now tainted by the bitter truth. One evening, while sitting on his porch, Liam noticed the stars twinkling in the sky, a comfort amidst the chaos of his emotions. He took a deep breath, trying to gather his thoughts. As he sat there, he realized that healing wouldn't come easy, but he was determined to reclaim his life. He began journaling his feelings, pouring his heart onto the pages and slowly finding strength within himself. Weeks later, Liam finally mustered the courage to meet Sarah. They sat at a small cafe, the atmosphere thick with unspoken words. "I can't just forget what happened," Liam said, meeting her gaze. "Trust has been broken, and I don't know if we can repair it." "I understand," Sarah replied, tears glistening in her eyes. "I never wanted to hurt you. I made a mistake, and I'm so sorry. I'll do anything to show you that I love you." "But love isn't enough when trust is shattered," Liam said, his voice firm yet pained. "I need to focus on myself right now." Sarah nodded, understanding the weight of his words. They parted ways that day, each carrying the burden of their shared history. As time passed, Liam continued to heal, rediscovering his passions and rebuilding his life. He learned to cherish the lessons learned from heartbreak and the strength that came from vulnerability. In the end, while the pain of betrayal remained a chapter in his life, Liam emerged stronger, ready to embrace new beginnings and the promise of a brighter future. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video, and for more interesting stories, subscribe this channel.